Hello YouTube, it's Ajay the West here, and my friend Last Interviews. See, welcome back to my daily live stream for GTA Online. We're at currently 84, episode 84. Alright, whenever you're ready.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna do a...
By the way, the only music, one of my Suno music videos that did not reset is an actual short because it's only a minute and 2 seconds. That's the only music video that I made with Suno. It's the Zephyr one. Did not reset its views. But everything else I posted is constantly keeps resetting.
Alright. Oh, I was actually gonna make my way to the parking lot too. It's a sting operation.
It's the movie theater by the beach.
Copy that.
I do know other people are suffering for the same things, and a lot of big YouTubers are, and they have made their complaints to YouTube as well. It's been going on for years, and it's something that should be fixed immediately. It's becoming a very big problem.
Have you seen videos about it on YouTube?
No, but I've heard big YouTubers talking about it, like Jacksepticeye and some other ones.
Oh, I've heard of Jacksepticeye, but like...
He's gonna be making an animated movie. Dark Souls. Animated movie. I got wanted. Why?
Because they're doing a sting operation. You are in a hole. You are in a hole, right?
No, I completely forgot. My brain was elsewhere. I'm just gonna let them kill me.
Oh crap!
Yay, permanent wanted level.
I was about to say you're gonna be perma wanted. So yeah, letting them kill you is just gonna make things worse.
Well, not when they pull in front of me at the so you T-bone them, so they'll kill you. I was thinking, my brain was thinking that we were doing the point to point for some weird ass reason.
When I'm in a helicopter.
Like I said, my mind.
You had a long day today. You were with your uncle and looking for plants. So in town. So going from nursery to nursery. I mean, I remember a couple years ago when I was actually with you and your uncle. That actually is pretty exhausting. You come home with so many plants in your car. It looked like we're in a jungle. Hey, I'm not complaining. I like it. I like having it's always good to find new plants and stuff. Oh, I'm unwanted.
Lucky you. I'm making my way into the hole. I'm actually glad that filter's gone now. The one that's supposed to simulate our high.
Oh, yeah. I completely forgot about it. I'm just so used to the game in the past several years is that, like, no matter what weather it is, it's all the same to me. It's just it's just a difference in visual acuity and a slight performance difference. Like, I was hoping it would snow again. Like, imagine if we had like 30 days of nonstop winter in the game because of a unique event in the game.
Imagine
Or,
the GTA had weather that affects real life. Like what I mean by that is like what's the weather that it is in real life it would be in the game.
um, fuck yeah.
Like if it's snowing in real life, it would snow in the game. If it's summer, it'd be summer in the game.
Oh,
And if it'd
well,
be fall, and then it'd be fall in real life, it'd be fall in the game. Like the game will match the realistic weather of what's happening
you
in
know
real
what?
life.
The idea of an autumn style season would be awesome for this game. But for a subtropical environment like California, autumn would be weird to say. I mean, hell, it does
And snow
snow.
isn't.
Autumn's my favorite season.
It doesn't snow in California unless you're in the mountains.
Mostly in the mountains. It does snow in California then. Still in
Nah,
California. Still in
it's
California.
it's way further north.
Oh. Delivery made. Alright, we'll go ahead and call for my Sparrow, because I don't mind the Buzzard, but the Sparrow feels better. It feels better when you're flying it, and it actually sounds better. All the helicopters actually sound different, by the way. If you really listen, and if you really listen, like I said, Suno rewired my. Oh crap! It's definitely rewired my brain, and like I said, it definitely rewired yours. I would say the helicopter, the Sparrow helicopter, does sound. It doesn't sound as whiny. Is what I'm saying. You know what I had for dinner today?
Not a clue.
My favorite. You know what my favorite is?
Hamburgers and mac and cheese
Yep.
mixed together.
Cracker
And your
Barrel
mom
mac and
part
cheese.
your mom probably bitched about it.
I was cooking it. And they ate it.
I had Popeyes
Nice. Popeye's chicken.
chicken sandwich with a
Nice.
side of mac and cheese.
You were like really close to getting chopped up by that tail rotor.
You can't with that vehicle.
Oh, really? Let me see.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on.
You keep knocking me down.
Yes.
I'm trying to touch it. I keep touching it, but you keep knocking me down.
Because I'm trying to let you touch it while
I can do it on my own. See? It does not hurt you. Doesn't even knock you down or anything.
Can you get on top?
No.
This helicopter is safer than the Buzzard. I guess that's another reason why I like the Sparrow.
For some reason, the tail rotor
Ah,
can't
you
hurt
broke the window.
All I did is open the door.
That's how it starts.
It was very weak from your landing.
Uh-huh, yeah. Maybe I should put some wheels down here, or like memory foam mattresses, or...
This is one of the only helicopter in the game that has the rotor that does not hurt you.
Well, we never tested all the other helicopters either. You can't test you can't test the Ganada or the Buzzard.
The Buzzard will kill you.
The Buzzard one will kill you, yes, but we haven't tested all the other helicopters in the game. You know what? That sounds like something we could do. We could test which helicopters actually could kill you with the tail rotor and which ones won't. Did you get the invite?
I did.
I have to wait a couple to go ahead and land this safely.
And it's smoking.
Why?
Make a song about that.
I wonder, can I die from this? No. It's so
safe.
safe. You spun me right round, baby, right round.
Yeah, this rotor on this has some kind of protection on it.
Like a record, baby, round, 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 round. That's a good song.
Don't get copyright.
Eh. I'm not kidding about the idea of doing a duet with an AI voice in Suno.
Good God, don't. Please don't.
The biggest issue is how I'm gonna be able to listen to the lyrics and then sing them out too. Or like, what would I be doing? Like for duets, they don't always sing the same lyrics. That's the thing. And since I'm getting in a habit of actually editing the lyrics myself, like what words I actually want. Ah, point to
Point
point.
to point.
I'm going to B. You know what? I'm going to go to B, D, and A. You can do C and E.
C and E.
See you later.
Yeah, I had a side mac and cheese with my chicken sandwich.
Mm. I don't know why, but I think the reason why I like ground beef mac and cheese is because it's a comfort food. When I was growing up, we always had Hamburger Helper,
The
and I'm
mac and
think
cheese, the mac and cheese that you get is so gooey.
I bet
You
you gotta
even
love
get
gooey mac and cheese.
you even get like a cheese skirt with it. You know, like the darker, the darker, the cheese that gets darkened on top when you cook it in the oven.
Yeah, I know
And
that. I remember doing this one last time. It's this one. It's always been this one.
Chick-fil-A's got good mac and cheese too.
The one that I got, I was using the Cracker Barrel mac and cheese. I said A, D, and A.
And C and E for me.
Uh huh. B, B. This one, I go to this area,
Yes,
right?
it's the one that yeah, it's the one under the bridge.
Yep, the floating garbage can thingy.
It's got brake checked by the NPC.
Which one of these?
It's the one in the bathroom where the sinks are at.
This one?
Yeah. Well, I think they'll probably work.
Bitch, I forgot to put my sparrow away. Oh well. I'll put it away anyway, and oh, wait.
Noise.
You haven't paid me back the last 100 I gave you. It's not my fault Mama didn't send you to private school. Is that right? I had a scholarship, man.
Damn it.
What's wrong? Why is this stoner survival still active with the filters done?
I don't know. What? Did my oppressor just seriously fall through the world? Did it?
It does that when the game thinks you're using. Remember that bug
Ow.
where the game thinks the Asalab, the vehicle you're using, is part of the Asalab? Yeah, that's what it does. It falls to the map. You just gotta recall it. Yeah, you're just gonna have to recall it. For some reason, that game thinks the vehicle you're using is part of the Asalab, and it causes the vehicle to fall through the map. Or blow up if you're in the air, or die by jumping off. Did you recall your repressor?
Yep.
Something they'll probably never fix in the game.
More like a feature than a bug.
No, it's a bug, it's not a feature.
It's something you have to worry. It's not game breaking per se, so I'm not gonna worry too much about it.
It is when the vehicle falls to the map.
Our client needs someone to take it out. I know and the work is interesting, so I put our hat in the ring. We're flower arrangers after all. To find this guy, we're going to have to access one of the Beer's vast quantities of personal data. Well, the drone.
Golden
So get
sunset.
over to their offices and we'll talk. When you get there, stop outside the building and send in the drone. Security's been upgraded since the Jay Norris incident, so that's probably the only way to get past the cameras. When you get the drone to the server, run a hack remotely and get us the sweet personal private data we need.
You should scan me one of these days.
I have
You think
before.
you've got enough power for me?
While live streaming?
No.
Your
Oh.
crew can fly one each.
Never The reason why we always go through this way is because this is like the way you're supposed to go through.
Okay, both the laptops to access their servers will be upstairs. Send the drone up there, avoiding any guards. Life Invader employees are idiots, but they'll still think.
Hey, you want to try something different when we do this? You want to try it the hard way while live streaming?
Not really. It's a pain in the ass.
It'd just be like a once in a blue moon thing. 747. 747. If I can only find that lonely little 7 over here. Where is that number? This is the only 7 I see. There's 742. There it is.
One laptop down, one to go. We should have access to all that personal data as soon as it's done.
If I actually, like, imagine if people were watching while I was doing it and they're pointing out the numbers. They would, because of that 8-second delay, I'm not sure if they'll be able to, they would not be able to help me with that. I'm gonna get my phone. Oh, my pad sounds like a sad tuba. You can actually hear it clattering too.
I can't hear anything.
Yeah, I can actually listen to my own songs on Facebook if I go to my profile.
You can also listen to them on YouTube.
No, I chose not to upload some of these songs on YouTube because it's just too stupid. Like the one about my cat Gracie being in heavy metal form.
People don't care. Usually the most stupid videos get the most views anyways.
That's another reason why I don't want to upload them.
Because people like watching stupid shit for some weird ass reason.
Because it's cool. A lot of people do like watching. The helmet.
I mean, each their own. They like it. They like it.
Okay, it is your turn to ride the buggy.
Well, to sit in the buggy, anyways.
Yeah, it's your time to sit in the buggy. You can scroll through TikTok or something. Ramped up. This is actually one of the highest paying missions in the game for free mode.
Unless you're doing heist.
Unless you're doing... Well, heists don't technically take place in free mode. They start in free mode. They do start in free mode for the prep missions, but... Look, I'm already almost to the buggy.
The Bucky?
The buggy.
What's a Bucky?
Buggy. Ooh. Whee!
This building looks like a slice of piece of cake.
Wonder if that's the idea.
Maybe. Turn this vehicle. Recall it.
Hey, I actually, earlier this morning on Warframe, I happen to have all the pieces to an arch gun. I don't think you've ever used it. You want it?
No.
I don't even, if the Gravy Mag was, if I could trade you a Gravy Mag, I would help you I would get you a Gravy Mag. Just so you don't have to do Arch Queen missions to level it up.
You can't trade Gravity Mags.
I know, that's what sucks. I mean... I was actually thinking about just... Alright, you know the Phaedra, right? The Phaedra?
Not really.
It's a big machine gun. It's the arch gun. It's the Soma's big sister machine gun. It has, well, it's a machine gun, and I've used it before, and it makes a really cool sound when you fire it, but... and I got rid of it a long, long time ago. for obvious reasons. Like, I was working on a heavy gunner build for my Limbo a couple days ago, and it turned out to be successful. A small bubble build using dispensary, not just dispensary, but repair dispensary that heals your companion, and it's a high strength, high duration, low range build, and here's how you play it. Once you get dispensary up, then you put your bubble. You basically put your bubble down, get your dispensary up. You basically use the bubble as like a castle. Like you're basically playing castle. You become like you just pop in and out of the rift whenever you see fit, and just or something like that. And it's actually a pretty. Ironically, it turned out to be a really smart idea. The problem is it's a low mobility build. Not designed for survival missions, unless you want to camp. Unless you're camping, unless you're in a kill room, then yes, it is perfectly ideal for camping. But it's made for like not disruption, but it's really made for excavation missions and defense missions, mobile defense missions. Pretty much anything that Limbo generally is really good at. One thing I like about dispensary is it gives you everything. Health orbs, energy orbs, ammo. I mean, it does have diminished duration when you subsume it for another Warframe because, you know, Protea and all. But dispensary actually turned out to be a really good ability to put on Limbo. I mean, I remember like 3 years ago, I actually did just that. I actually did put dispensary on him and used it, but I never made it for a small bubble build, though. Like, I was just really maining the arch gun. And my main arch guns, my two arch guns are the Kuva Grappler and the Cortege. I've been using both. And I actually almost, I'm not gonna lie, I will admit I forgot where you can get the Archgun Arcanes. And, ow. I forgot where you get Archgun Arcanes, so I actually had to look it up on Google, and it tells me I have to go to Nightcap, the mushroom guy. I forgot that's where you actually get them, because that's when they actually put Arcanes for Archguns. And I'm not gonna lie, it's awesome. Archguns needed a buff. They were very lackluster, and now that you can get the best of both worlds, I mean, look at it this way. Your main archgun is the Larkspur Prime, right?
Yeah, it's the beam gun that
Hildren's weapon. You're using Hildren's weapon. And here's the thing. If you put the two arcanes on there, like Arcane, let's see, you're using Heat and Viral, you wouldn't be able to benefit from most of the arcanes. You probably would put Arcane Bulwark, primary Bulwark, and for your secondary, you can use secondary Encumber for random status effect applying random status effects and stacking them up real fast with that beam weapon, which I guarantee will fuck shit up. Or you go for more defense tanky mode and use secondary Fortifier, which when you're hitting Maximus units, when you hit overguarded enemies, you're immediately getting overguard yourself, up to 15,000, which actually could take a lot of damage before, you know, getting destroyed. And it's constant too. I actually been reading up online that people who play Limbo these days actually have to start unless you're playing as a tank build like you and me, you're most likely going to have to use a secondary weapon with secondary Fortifier just to stay alive these days. It kind of sucks, but it is what it is.
I'm going to go use the bathroom.
Copy that. I'll get the next mission ready. What kind of song I'll make for tomorrow?
You're going to steal a diamond shipment from Vangela. Our client wants these rocks, but she won't pay retail price. I think we can help. Get over there and put some of our technology to use.
Alright. Oof. I wonder at GTA 6 we probably won't be able to do stuff like this. Maybe. It'd be cool. Like fast forward a few years in the future where we are actually doing missions like this. But different graphics and more dynamic lighting and stuff. Maybe look back at this game with fondness. One of the best games I've ever played.
I've managed to temporarily patch it so that your whole crew can launch drones from inside the terabyte.
I know this drone is really, really small though. Alright. You know what? I'm gonna let my friend do this when he gets back from the bathroom. I am gonna get things ready though for the next mission.
Okay, I'm back.
Oh, would you look at that? He's already back, guys. I'm gonna head to the spot where I start fortified. Take your time on this.
No. I don't wanna. We're gonna be taking our time with fortified anyways.
Well, fortified has a 10-minute grace period. Well, work time because it's actually more of a survival. It's more of a long run thing. That's basically how I've been making my missions. Is that timer thing, and we just survive for 30 minutes. You know those thought, they're not, I mean, I know they're not real thought experiments that we were doing the other day, but it's like I'm basically telling the AI what we're doing and I'm giving it a logical response. I'm not gonna lie, I almost died laughing last night. Like, to like prevent your friend from complaining, don't use Banish.
No one should fuck with me, right?
Duh!
Damn limos.
I'm not gonna lie, that's just so funny, dude. How did I get wanted?
That's because I took the assignments.
Oh.
You always get wanted when someone picks up the diamonds.
Oh yeah.
We've been doing these for years, you should know that.
We have been doing this for years, but I love this thing, but now I don't really use it as much anymore. Omnipresent police. Yep, just stay right there. Yeah, I'm not gonna shoot them all.
Can't catch them all.
Man, it's so quiet without the silent hum of my massage pad rhythm music in the background. Only the sweet, annoying sound of sirens. Imagine living in a small area like this in real life. Maybe not of this size. All the houses feel way too close together. Way too close to my comfort. I mean, ew. I don't want to hear that couple arguing every night through the kitchen window.
Or something else.
So especially don't mind having that goth chick next door playing her music really, really loud. Oh. Yeah. Oh god, dude. I don't know if you heard that, but it almost sounded like auto-tune. Like, yeah. What if I made a rap song using only BandLab?
No.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'll have to come up with... the worst thing is coming up with lyrics. I have never been a poet. I mean, I could eventually train myself to actually exercise my brain. Suno is giving me the option of doing that, too. As I read the lyrics out and stuff, I can probably twist them around more often and, like...
Us white boys can't rap.
Oof.
Unless we're Eminem.
Uh,
He's actually the best rapper in the entire world. He's actually better than actual rap. The
it doesn't matter
like,
what race you are. It's just all about the singing.
no. They actually, he's been actually been like the best rapper than any other. He apparently they said that he raps better than a black person.
Mm,
Is what I'm saying. He's actually the best rapper that is alive today.
eh. Whoa. Let's sit over here. Go somewhere different this time. Alright. I'm gonna try something a little different. I'm gonna tell the AI some similar things that we were doing yesterday. I'm gonna start with... Oh, damn it. Not what I wanted. Okay. In the game Warframe, I am a Limbo main who subsumed weird sites. Damn. I forgot that's how you spell it. You put a C there. It's SCY, not SY. Should have seen that coming. In the game Warframe, and my friend is a Sevagoth main, and he uses Nourish. I heard. No wait. Let's see where this goes. This is a high synergy duo. As a Limbo main with weird sites subsumed from Dagoth and a Sevagoth friend running Nourish, you can create a nearly unkillable high damage safe zone for the entire team. Here is how to maximize your pairing. The synergy setup. Limbo with weird sites. Provides AoE viral status up to 10 stacks and a slow effect capped at 71% with high strength. If it's capped at 71, I might get just workarounds. Without relying on weapons, keeping you safe in the rift. Sevagoth with Nourish increases your energy efficiency, regen, crucial for spamming weird sites and Cataclysm, and adds viral damage to your weapons. The combo: you use Cataclysm and Stasis to stop enemies. You cast weird sites on them to apply massive viral procs and slow, while Sevagoth uses his Reap and Sow combo for true damage and detonate enemies. Optimized tactics for the duo. Massive slows and damage. Your weird sites slow enemies, making them easier targets for Sevagoth's Reek and Soul combo. Energy infinite. With Nourish, you should have nearly 100% energy all the time, even with low efficiency, allowing constant Cataclysm repositioning. What? Oh, God, that sounds annoying. I mean, I cast my bubble often as it is. But when the AI is telling me I can do that all the time now, it's like, now that I think about it, kind of thing, you know? So you can, alright, if your Sevagoth friend is squishy, you can pull him into the rift with Banish so he can cast and damage with Exalted Shadow safely. Armor Strip. Optional. If running high-level Steel Path, consider having your friend add armor stripping to his kit using a Panzer Valpalva to spread additional viral damage. Yeah, no, I don't think my friend is gonna use a Panzer. I know they're overrated as fuck, but he refuses to use them. He uses the Edzvarakavat. My best friend uses the Edzvarakavat for that additional crit.
And plus, Mike Quebec can also strip armor too.
Okay, how about this one? Who subsumed? Hold on, I gotta click on it. Null Star with augment. And my friend uses my Sevagoth friend. Let's see. I'm gonna pick an ability for you. Thermal Sunder with augment. Okay. In the game Warframe, in the game Warframe, I am a Limbo main who subsumed Nullstar with augment, and my friend is a Sevagoth main, and he uses the Thermal Sunder with augment. This is an extremely effective synergistic duo for high-level content that combines Limbo's absolute lockdown with raw AoE damage, while both frames gain necessary survivability. Using Neutron Star. Using Neutron Star on Limbo allows you to nuke in the Rift while staying safe. And your friend's Thermal Sunder Sevagoth handles armor stripping and high damage heat procs. Your Limbo setup, the Neutron Banker. Subsume, replace Banish or Rift Surge. That's already dead. I don't ever replace Banish. I feel weird. I feel like I'm missing my hands when I banish Spanish. When I
Banish Spanish.
Shut up! Not that again. Allowing you to nuke, say, okay. Subsume, replace Banish or Rift Surge with Null Star. Essential mod, you need Neutron Star. Maintain stasis and Cataclysm to keep enemies in the Rift. Cast Null Star while in the Rift, then recast to release the stars for heat damage. Key stats. Focus on duration to keep stasis and Cataclysm up, and strength to boost the Null Star damage. You don't need maximum range, as your friend's Thermal Sunder will draw enemies in. Synergy tip. Use Archon Vitality on Limbo. No. Actually, it says here, use Archon Vitality on Limbo. It doubles the heat procs from your Null Star particles. Friend's Sevagoth setup. The Sunder Shadow. Subsume. Replace Reap or Gloom with Thermal Sunder. Essential mod. Dark Propagation. So augment to spread the damage. Synergy. Use Thermal Sunder Heat. Only the heat to nuke and armor strip, since enemies are frozen by your stasis. Sevagoth can safely cast to clear the map. Synergy tip. Your friend should use Dark Propagation to sow to enemies, making them vulnerable, while you use Neutron Star to ignite them. Why this duo works. Safety and nuke. You keep enemies frozen in the Rift, making them defenseless against the Thermal Sunder spam. Energy management. Limbo's Rift passive provides passive energy regeneration, allowing for both of you to spam your abilities. Damage scaling. Neutron Star with its augment deals significant heat damage, which scales well with Archon Vitality and the armor stripping capabilities of your friend's Thermal Sunder. Recastable DR. Null Star provides high damage reduction, keeping a normally fragile Limbo alive, while he has to step outside the bubble. Okay, I got one for you. Let's make one up. I am a Necros main who uses Nourish. Actually, no. Banish. With augment. Aw, damn. Bitch! I have my phone!
Did you break it?
No. And click. I don't know why, but yes, called Muddy I should almost time for me to turn on my pad. I'm looking at the time right now.
Alright, it'll cost us, but I have plenty of
It'll
friends.
cost us, but I have
I'm
plenty
hearing
of
it
I'm hearing
twice.
extra chemicals laying around.
I'm hearing it twice as well through my controller and through the share screen.
Oh yeah, you talk to you hear it through the controller.
Dog.
You know what's easier than robbing a bank? Robbing bank robbers.
Country Bank.
Not this time.
Citibank. It'll be the big city bank.
Most likely. You wanna head there now?
I'm already ahead of you on that.
Hey, oh, hey, it's the Citibank.
You're not Ozzy.
The big Citibank.
Or not Ozzy. The guy from Greece. I forgot his name.
Fonz.
So that is
Yeah.
minigun. Take it out quick and try not to get shot into chunks.
Let's see. And my friend is a Sevagoth main. What ability do you want? Nourish again?
No, try Folly's ability.
Really?
Just for the shits and giggles.
You know what? That's not a bad idea. Hold on a second. Sevagoth main, and he uses self-portrait. In the game Warframe, I'm a Necros main who subsumed Banish with Augment, and my friend is a Sevagoth main, and he uses self-portrait. This is a highly defensive and supportive team composition, using Banish subsumed from Limbo with the Rift Haven augment on Necros, while your friend plays a high investment Sevagoth using Shadow Haze self-portrait, creating a nearly unkillable synergy. Here is an analysis of your team setup and how to maximize it. Necros, the Rift Guardian. By replacing Soul Punch with Banish, and equipping Rift Haven, you turn your Shadows of the Dead into immortal tanks.
Okay, watch yourself. We're visible to the competition.
The loop. Cast 4, then use 1 Banish to put your Shadows into Rift, and then Rift Haven heals them instantly and continuously. Synergy. Because your Shadows are in the Rift, they are invulnerable to almost all damage, while still fighting enemies outside the Rift. Key mods. Shield of Shadows. For 90% damage reduction on you, despoil and base segment and high duration. Your Sevagoth friend, the debuff damage dealer. Sevagoth's self-portrait, Shadow Haze, makes his shadows spawn and attack enemies even when he kills them with Reap or Death Harvest. The loop. He uses Sow and Reap to create mass damage vulnerability, then uses the shadows to destroy the enemies. Synergy. Your shadows from Necros and his shadow create massive enemy confusion, AI armor with total armor stripping capabilities. Because of Terrify, of course. Combined team strengths. Unkillable minions. Your minions are healed by Rift Haven and can be healed further if he runs Gloom. If your friend runs Gloom. Massive loot drops. You are both looting enemies, and his Shadow Haze spawns extra shadows, leading to high density combat zones. Crowd control damage. Your shadows draw aggro, distraction, while his 3 gloom slows everything down to a crawl. Don't forget your gloom also heals with shadows. Optimization tips. Necros. If you find the shadows are still dying from excellence abilities, increase your duration and strength. Sevagoth. Encourage your Sevagoth friend to use high strength to maximize the slow on gloom and the damage vulnerability on Reap. Nice. Okay, I got one more. In an alternate universe, I am a Rhino main who uses Null Star.
I thought you were gonna say Banish.
No. And my friend is Atlas main. And he uses you pick.
Gloom.
Gloom. Alright, in the game Warframe, I'm a Rhino main who subsumed Nullstar. Ah. Do you want to just head straight on top on the building?
It's too early for that.
Ah. That's okay. I'll do, fully loaded. Gloom. I like the idea of your on your Atlas, you using Gloom. Like, you know what? I have not touched Rhino in so long.
He's probably way obsolete.
I don't know. I haven't messed with him.
Exactly. That means he's obsolete.
Probably. Alright. In the game Warframe, I am a Rhino main who subsumed Nullstar with Augment, and my friend is an Atlas main. Oh, you know what? What I probably could do is Rhino with Nullstar. No. How about Thermal Sunder with Augment? Thermal Sunder with Augment, and my friend is an Atlas main and he uses Gloom. This is a highly potent and synergistic duo, combining one of the best scaling nukers, Buffo, Rhino with Thermal Sunder, and Roar with a top-tier defensive CC sustain frame with Atlas with Gloom. Here's how to optimize your setup based on your choices. Your setup as Rhino. Thermal Sunder and Augment. You have turned Rhino into a nuker tank, capable of high steel path damage. Thermal Sunder with Augment. Your heat and cold cast grants you and your Atlas buddy a massive 75% elemental damage buff. The combo. Using Ironclad Charge with a high strength build to get huge armor, then activate Iron Skin. Spam Thermal Sunder, hold for heat, tap for cold to stack heat procs. Synergy with Roar. Roar multiplicative damage applies to your Thermal Sunder damage as well. Recommended mod, Archon Vitality. Doubles the heat procs from Thermal Sunder, doubling your dot damage. Ooh. Ah, that sounds gross. Your friend's setup, Atlas with Gloom. Atlas acts as a durable anchor with you and crowd controller, ensuring enemies are too slow to dodge your nukes. Gloom with Slow. Gloom slows enemies, allowing you to stack Thermal Sunder heat procs more easily. Rubble Heap. With 1400 rubble, Landslide is free, allowing him to spam punch while you nuke. Stat Stick. Ensure his melee weapon is modded purely for damage to maximize for Landslide's damage. Why you two work well together. Massive damage buffs. You provide Roar, total damage, Thermal Sunder, extra elemental damage to both players. Unkillable. You have Iron Skin and he has Gloom's Lifesteal combined with Rubble Armor. CC Synergy. Atlas can lock enemies with Petrify if he uses it, or just Gloom, making your Thermal Sunder easier to aim. Armor Strip.
I would just remove Petrify and replace it with Gloom.
That's what I was thinking. If you use Cold Thermal Sunder after heat, it creates a blast explosion that can assist with armor stripping and further damage. Tips for further optimization. For you as Rhino, focus on strength and range with enough duration for Roar and Thermal Sunder's Aurora. For your friend Atlas, ensure he has enough strength for a 95% slow, roughly 272% strength. Damn! I bet my friend who actually does play Atlas every now and then, I'm sure he knows how to modify his strength. Combined Element. Try using Heat Sunder followed by Cold, that's what I normally do, to trigger heat blasts that lock enemies in toward Gloom. I have one. I'm gonna do a weird one here. I am a Limbo main, and I'm using Thermal Sunder with Augment, and my friend is a Baruch main. Oop, I spelled it wrong. And he uses Gloom. Try the same abilities, but on different frames. This is an incredibly potent synergy for high-level content in Steel Path. You have created a safe room nuker while your friend is a walking death zone tank. Yeah, I don't see my friend playing Baruch anytime soon. Walking
Or
death
ever.
zone tank. The Limbo setup. Thermal Sunder at Augment. Crowd control, energy regeneration, and nuking. The combo. Cast Cataclysm and Stasis, and spam Thermal Sunder. Since you are in the Rift, you have infinite energy. The Augment. Thermal Transfer. Your thermal Sunder applies heat or cold to your weapons and your friends if they are in the range. Tip. Using heat and cold causes blast damage, which armor strips enemies. Build focus. High range and strength. You want your bubble to cover a large area, and enough strength can make the heat procs lethal. The Baruch setup with Gloom. Your role is defense, sustain damage, and slow. The combo. Baruch's Gloom slows enemies down to a crawl, making them perfect targets for your stasis. Meanwhile, his Desolate Hands disarm, and his Serene Storm clears everything that survives your nukes. If Baruch runs into your Cataclysm, he is safe from damage. Or you can actually have him banished. You can banish him, and then he's like infinite energy while in the Rift and using his 4. You can get free energy from your Rift passive, and his melee damage can often bypass enemy shields within the Rift. Team Dynamics. Eximus and counter. If Eximus units enter the bubble, your Thermal Sunder heat procs can kill them, and Baruch's melee can deal them quickly. Gloom and Stasis. With Baruch's Gloom slowing enemies and your Stasis freezing them, enemies are effectively rendered immobile. Energy management. You are the battery. Your Rift regeneration keeps Baruch's Gloom running indefinitely. Pro tip for Limbo. If you use Rift Torrent as a second augment, you can get insane damage multipliers. You know what? This actually sounds stupid, but my Mushroom build, which I do use Rift Torrent on, and I like, imagine if you went on an unarmed. I mean, impossible. Let's see. You know, which weapons? I don't care. How many there are left? I'm just gonna head straight there. Oh no, my car. I mean, not my car, but my...
Oh, auto missiles. After this, we can go to the building.
Yep. The building. Yeah, this, I'm not gonna lie, I mean, the Ruiner, not a bad vehicle, but it's lousy to use in car fighting. In fact, I might give us the Ruiner tomorrow. Tomorrow's gonna be more vehicular for tomorrow's mission. I don't know why I was moving around and stuff, because I knew that once we do this, we're gonna go straight to the building. And we're gonna do our challenge, the 5-star challenge, where we really are just chilling. I'm sorry guys, but this is actually just, it's so efficient that it's lazy. And you're still making money.
When you're good at what you're doing, you can afford to be lazy.
Pretty much. Yep. Is that a bad thing though?
No. No, it's not.
Do you think it's the same for music making too?
Not really.
I mean, now that you mentioned, it's like you can afford to be lazy. I mean, it's not like I put that much work into my music.
If you're efficient what you do, you can afford to be lazy.
That's what I'm like. I mean, when you really think about it, does it really feel like hard work? Like, I remember that song I made a few months ago called Eternal. And,
That's your boost.
Oh Okay, I got one. Let's see. I am a Saren main who subsumed Nourish. With high range. Oh, damn it. And my friend is a I want to go with I want to go with the female frame. I picked Saren. Zephyr? No. Who do you want?
Araxia.
Araxia? Oh, I like that. And she uses... You pick. You want to stay with Gloom or...
No.
Nourish? You can't... Well, I'm already using Nourish.
We'll go Null Star.
Null Star. With Augment. In the game Warframe, I am a Saren main who subsumed Nourish with high range, and my friend is an Oraxia main, and she uses Null Star with Augment. Oh. Damn, hold on. This combination is an exceptionally strong, forming a map nuke tank duo capable of handling high-level steel path content. Saren with Nourish acts as the damage over time and viral spreading powerhouse, while Oraxia, reimagining Nova's mechanics, acts as the tanky area of effect heat dealer. Here is an analysis on your synergy and how it maximizes it. Saren, Nourish, and high range. Duh. Subsume synergy. Nourish over Miasma provides a massive energy multiplier and a viral damage to your weapons, which synergizes perfectly with Toxic Lash. High range ensures your spores spread instantly and maintain their damage over time. Playstyle. Cast Nourish, then Toxic Lash. Tag a few enemies with spores. Nourish's explosion when taking damage, or Toxic Lash will proc viral and toxic corrosive everything nearby. Recommended mod, Arcane Regenerative Malt for healing. And consider using Combat Discipline to trigger Nourish's viral explosion pass. Oh my god. That is genius! Combat Discipline. If you want to know what that means, it means you're basically a healer for everyone. You sacrifice your own vitality by damaging yourself every time you kill an enemy, and you can proc Nourish that by that automatically because it responds based on damage. Friend, your Oraxia friend. Her role is damage reduction and AoE heat DPS. Subsume and augment Mauled Star. Neutron Star Augment is a stellar choice, offering high heat reduction, high damage reduction, and a 10-meter heat damage radius that applies status effects when casting. Playstyle. She should maintain particles for 75% damage reduction using Neutron Star with Augment. Allows her to recast her ability, causing the remaining particles to seek enemies, which are great for AoE damage. Synergy. Her heat procs will create a blast or radiation if using other elements with your toxin, which combine with Nourish, and your spores will melt enemies. Duo strategy and optimization. Passive viral and heat. Because Nourish adds viral and Null Star adds heat, the two of you together are effectively applying viral heat toxin to the entire map. Armor strip and damage. With your high range, you strip armor with corrosive, and she clears low health enemies with heat damage. Energy management. Your Nourish will keep her energy high, allowing her to cast Null Star and her other abilities frequently. Recommended weapons. Both of you should use weapons that can take advantage of the combined viral toxin buffs, such as the Torrid Incarnate, Sobek, or Akikor. You got one?
How about you as a Varuna main and me as a Limbo main? Let's reverse
Alright.
what we use. And I will use I can't think what I would use here.
You're on a Limbo. You have like, how about Eclipse with the Augment?
No.
Actually, that would be a good one.
No.
You better pick one quick.
Zephyr's ability.
Really?
Why not?
What the hell was it called again?
I don't know. Air Pulse? I don't know.
Air Burst?
Air Burst.
In the game Warframe, I am a Varuna main who subsumed Nourish with high range, and my friend is a Limbo main and he uses Air Burst. This is a highly potent synergistic combo for high level content with Varuna's ability to create massive status spread and your high range Nourish for viral damage. Your friend's Limbo using Airburst can create incredibly condensed death bubbles. Your role is Varuna range and Nourish. The setup, using overextended or auger reach to allow Nourish to proc viral on all enemies within a huge radius. Synergy, keep Shrouded Demur, active for passive damage reduction and status immunity. Use Nourish to fuel energy for spamming Ufron's Descent, which provides armor ignoring damage, or feed energy to Limbo. Nourish management. Because your range is high, your Nourish procs will affect enemies brought together by air bursts, spreading viral damage rapidly. Partner role. Limbo, air burst, and range. The setup. With air burst from the helmet, the Cataclysm, your friend can pull enemies into the rift and condense them. Synergy. Airburst is excellent for bringing enemies into the small controlled Cataclysm bubble, allowing you, Varuna, to melee or your fourth to destroy them without needing to enter the rift yourself, provided you are standing on the side. Alternative. If they want to use Rift Torrent Augment, they can achieve massive damage buffs by grouping enemies with Airburst inside the rift. Key tips for the duo. Limbo's bubble size. Your friend should use narrow-minded to keep the Cataclysm small if defending, or large for nuking. But Air Burst makes even a small bubble effective by pulling enemies into it. Eximus threats. Nourish field weapons for your fourth ability can deal with Eximus units that Limbo cannot deal with in stasis. Survivability. You provide energy for Limbo through Nourish and Lycat's Hunt, and Limbo provides safety through the Rift.
Hmm.
Hope you guys enjoyed this live stream, and thank you guys for watching. Have a good night, everybody. Bye.